What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Two Ones, man, back in the building. Hope y'all having a blessed day, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, man. Just checking in with y'all, man. I'm hoping everything going all right, man. Everything going all right my way. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all y'all, man. Keep on overcoming. We are overcomers. Just a little word of motivation, man. You're overcoming things that most people couldn't overcome, man. A lot of us are. Think about it. Everybody can't survive being left out on that island. You understand what I'm saying? Not having many people like you. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, every situation is always outnumbered in every way possible. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't survive what you survive. A lot of people lost their minds going through the things that you went through. You know, you overcoming things that most people couldn't overcome. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all gonna be remembered when y'all leave here. And y'all gonna be remembered for something that most people never thought you. The way people remember you now is not the way you gonna finish. You know, when you starting off in life, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So whatever anybody else has for your life you never know how it'll turn out. You know what I'm saying? We all need to be grateful for what we have and grateful that we're still alive. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean that you hate anybody, you love from a distance, but you wish nothing but the best, and you continue to pray for everybody, no matter what they're going through, and you wish nothing but the best, and you truly thankful for everything that everybody's ever done for you. You know what I mean? I know I am. You know, and overcoming things, having victories, and reclaiming your self respect and your self love and your loyalty. You know what I mean? You know, you're not selling out. You're buying into faith, and you're buying into faith that no matter what, how long the road takes you to get to somewhere, you're not willing to compromise your self respect as a man to get to that point. And God is watching that, and your rewards are going to be so much bigger than what people think because you stuck it out when most people folded and switched up. You know what I mean? Money talks. Money talks, and so a lot of times, you know, people, you know, people go hush when it comes to money because I mean, it's like this, man. It's like this. If you know that you got a rapist around, and you know I shouldn't have used that word. If you know you got somebody that's doing SA around you, and you want to live by this, you know this code of snitching that we have in this world where most people they love to throw. That's one thing. We love to throw the word snitch around, and everybody loves to disown and you know not you know condone or deal with a snitch. But and when it comes to things like that, when you're dealing with children, I would be that. You know what I mean? You should not feel ashamed for trying to save people, regardless. Some people don't need to be on the street because they all they're doing is trying to hurt somebody, destroy somebody's life. You know what I mean? So, you know, keep overcoming the things you overcoming because even though it seems like they're trying to usher in what they're trying to usher in, it's still a setup for them because God is going to be there. And everybody that he wants to be there is going to be there. You're not going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what anybody does. The Lord has his hands on you. And he ain't letting you go. You are only God's most prized possession when you make him your most prized possession. That is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. He loves us all. But he knows. He knows when we decide to acknowledge him at hard times only. You understand what I'm saying? If you have nothing going wrong, in your life and everything's rosy, do you still get on your knees and you pray? Do you still take time out to acknowledge him? Not when times get hard, all times. You know what I mean? So keep overcoming what you're overcoming. Keep burying and putting to sleep everything that was ever said about you. Make believers out of those who couldn't believe, who didn't want to believe, who didn't want to acknowledge. But you only need acknowledgement from one person. Once he has anointed you and put his hands on you, the world must take notice then and understand that you are different. You can't come at somebody like you the way you come at everybody else. Everybody meets their match, and sometimes people meet it consequently because they've never before been humbled and never before been in a vulnerable state. So it has to happen the hard way. But a lot of times in family units, in a lot of situations, y'all, and this might trigger some people, but it's just the truth. I have to do it. Your relationship with people's children says a lot about how they feel about you. Do you understand what I'm saying? In every family dynamic, cousins, distant relatives, it doesn't matter. Those who are close and love each other, their kids will deal with each other. That's just the truth, and it's natural. But it says a lot about, especially if, because I used to get complaints from people back in the day about certain things about, you know how it is. Some people think that since they're closer to somebody, they should be dealing with them a lot more, which it really don't matter. Jealousy comes into play sometimes, but people just have to pay attention. Parents allow their children to get close to who they feel that bond with, who they truly love and have a relationship with. Everybody don't always talk, but the relationship that you would have with somebody's kids is a reflection of how they feel in your relationship with them. How close are y'all? It'll tell you how much their kids deal with you, or how much you deal with their children. When your ladies, when your sister was coming up, your sister or your brother, children may not have been around you as much as or dealt with you like they deal with your uncle's kids. Or this, and everybody has been that way. But that doesn't has a means to have resentment at all. In life, sometimes you have to rebuild. That means you have to rebuild everything. Like what did I say the last time? You have to have new everything. It does not matter. New people around you, new relationships. And that doesn't mean that you hate old relationships or you hate. Sometimes we outgrow people. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people are not meant to stay stuck in that same mind frame for the rest of their life. And a lot of y'all, I know y'all can relate. A lot of people look at you and they may and I know they probably looked at you and your sibling. They probably looked at you and your sibling and thought y'all always had it good. That's why a lot of people didn't really deal with y'all. Y'all was probably them people that you and your sister or brother or a lot of people didn't like y'all when y'all was younger because they thought your mom and your daddy spoon fed y'all and y'all had it all. They didn't know that rats was running through the tin and you couldn't sleep at night. Your mama wondered why you ain't opened the pot of soup and started eating yet, and you and your sister looking like, hey, well, shit, it's a rat laying in there. They think your sister got a lot of money, and they think she didn't come from humble beginnings. They think you got this, and know your mama gave you that. So everybody, that they don't know, and they don't understand. They don't understand. So you can't really make them. Y'all are going to know what to do with all the blessings God's giving you and what He's going to give you in the future, because you know what it's like not to have. You're going to know what to do if you have it and you're by yourself, because a lot of people forced you to have to learn to do it because they didn't believe you could do it on your own. You've been a mama's boy, or you've been a mama's or daddy's girl your whole life. So nobody looked at you as a true man or a true woman. You can't survive on your own. You can't take care of your children. You can't take care of your health. You have addictions. You have this. You have that. Glory be to God shines within you. God will show people, yes, he does this. Yes, she does that. But she also does this. Find me a perfect person. Bring him and show him to me. He also does this. He also does that. She's also a good mother, single mother of kids. He also a great single father. She also has her own business. She also helps other people grow spiritually. So the meaning he ain't through with me yet really exists. Because when you think you done, when they think you done, he ain't. He just getting started with you. So y'all keep overcoming what you overcoming. Because you overcoming what most couldn't. I'm trying to overcome right now. Because I'm so pissed. They need to fire the entire 49er staff. That's why I went to UALR. I need to go to be a team doctor. Because these dudes, when I seen Nick Bosa come across my screen out for the game, I want to throw my phone. That's why I don't even be bothered to try to. I just know every game somebody gonna get hurt. Somebody to put a curse on them boys. Because every year you have the team, but you can't. You sneeze and you got an ACL and you're out 3 weeks. I can't wait till next week when Notre Dame come to Arkansas so I can have something to be excited about. Because I'm just tired of watching all these injuries. But I'm going to get back to the game. I'm going to try maybe to get back to it. But I'm just really, man. Because I was watching this thing with my son. I was checking the score of the game, because it ain't on regular cable like the other games. But then I got ways of watching it still. I don't even want to, man. But anyway, y'all, I'm getting all off track. But I'm just saying, keep overcoming what you're overcoming. God is with you every step of the way. Every step of the way. And who cares what people think? If they think you're being fake. If they think you're doing something for this. If they think you're doing something for that. Whatever God know you're doing it for, if he know what you're doing it for, he knows either way it go. Because anything built off fraudness will crumble. No matter what it is. Y'all have a blessed evening. Thank y'all for continuing to watch. Your boy out. Try to get back to this game. I holla.